Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you all are fine and staying home to keep yourself safe from COVID 19. Students, here in this module, we are going to start about the soil resources. In the previous module, we discussed about the land use pattern. Here in this module, we are going to start soil resources. So let us begin, students. Soil as a resource. Soil is the most important renewable natural resource. Students, as soil is having fertility and which helps to grow the different types of plants and trees. So that way it is playing a role of resource in our life. So it is the medium of plant growth and support different types of living organism on the earth. Soil is a living system. Living system means not living thing, but whatever nature of the soil is there that make it as a living thing. That means there are always some changes taking place. It takes millions of years to form soil up to a few centimeter in depth. Of course, to form a soil layer about 1 centimeter, it takes a lot of time. Relief, parent rock, bedrock, climate, vegetation, and other forms of life and time are important factors in the formation of soil. About these things already you have studied in class 8 standard. So that way here relief, parent rock, bedrock. Relief is that what type of land is there, that is a mountainous region or the plain region or plateau region. So whatever kind of land is there, that is relief. Parent rock means the area is having what type of rock: igneous rock, metamorphic rock, or sedimentary rock. So according to that type of rock found in the region, the soil will be having nature of it's in terms of minerals and nutrients. That parent rock or bedrock having similar meaning. Climate. Students, you know that climate is different for the different region, but it is for a large area. So the climate also play a very important role in the formation of soil. What type of soil will be there, how easily means very hot and humid climatic condition will be responsible for the formation of thick layer of soil, because weathering will take place faster in that area wherever hot and wet climate is, means you can say hot and moist climate. Vegetation is also playing role in the form of creating the humus content in the soil, and other forms of life also playing the similar roles. So various forces of nature such as change in temperature, you know that this is a weathering agent. Action of running water, water is also weathering agent. Wind and glacier, these are also weathering agents. Weathering agents means that are responsible for breaking of rocks, and that breaking of rocks only are responsible for the formation of soil particles. Activities of decomposers, and there are number of decomposers in the form of living organisms, so that are also responsible for the formation of soil, contribute to the formation of soil. Chemical and organic changes which takes place in the soil are equally important, so that chemical changes are also taking place with the passage of time, with the use of the soil in that area, with the different human activities in that area, that also changing the chemical and organic forms in that region. Soil also consists of organic, that is humus, and inorganic material, that are the rock particles. On the basis of factors responsible for soil formation, color, thickness, texture, age, chemical, and physical properties, the soils of India are classified in different types, that are usually of six types, which you are going to study in your syllabus. Here, this cross section means soil profile is given, ki how that different layer of soils used to be. And if you see, unweathered are parent bedrock. This is the bedrock, which is the main source responsible for the formation of soil in that area. With the passage of time, slowly weathering takes place, and due to breaking of rocks, the different soil particles are formed in the region, and as much as time passing, the soil particles are becoming smaller and smaller, and at the top layer, whatever soil layer is there, that are most weathered rock particle, and that is having finer finest particle of the soil in that particular area. So as we move from down to top or top to down, there is change in the soil particle size. So if we move from top to bottom, so the size of soil particle will increase, and if we move from down to top, the soil particle size decreases. So this is the soil profile. As names are given, topsoil, the upper soil layer, subsoil, weathered rock, sand, and silt. So near to this means under this soil, uh, this layer is found, and under that substratum, weathered parent rock material, and then unweathered parent rock, that is in uniform and hard bed rock. Now, classification of soils. Classification of soil, as I told you, that are in six types in our country, depending on their different properties. So, as here, India has varied relief features, landform, climatic regimes, vegetation types. So, these have contributed in the development of various types of soil, and these here six types of soil, as you can see here: alluvial soil, black soil, red and yellow soil, laterite soil, arid soil, and forest soil. So in this particular module, we are going to discuss mainly about the alluvial and black soil, and rest of these about these soil we'll discuss in the next module. So let us begin discussing about this alluvial soil. Alluvial soil, this is the most widely spread and important soil. As you know that if we see the India map, in the India map you will be able to see. Suppose I show you the India's map. Here in your book, that India map, if you see, this complete area is, whatever this green area is shown, that is the alluvial soil region. As you can see here, this wide region, and this coastal region also, you can see this alluvial soil form in these coastal and eastern ghats are having wider uh, plain area, and that way this alluvial soil found in the eastern ghats. Then northern plains, that are usually Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, some part of Rajasthan, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal. So these are the part of northern plains which usually form or that are mainly formed due to the depositional work of the Himalayan river which come from the Himalayan mountain region. So we were discussing about this topic. In fact, the entire northern plains are made up of alluvial soil as we saw in the map. These have been deposited by three important Himalayan rivers that are the Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra rivers. These soil also extend in Rajasthan and Gujarat through a narrow corridor as we saw in the map. Alluvial soil is also found in the eastern coastal plain, particularly in the deltas of Mahanadi, Godavari, and Krishna and Kaveri rivers. The alluvial soil consists of various proportions of sand, silt, and clay. As we move inland toward the river valleys, soil particle appear somewhat bigger in size. Means if we move, suppose this is a mountain, and from this area the river is originating, and if these are the plain region and if we move toward the upper region, as we move upper region, the soil particle size increases that are seen in bigger in size. Why? So that here given in the upper reaches of river valley near the place of break of slope, as we saw in the previous slide, the soil are coarse. Size of the soil is increasing. Such soil are more common in Piedmont zone. Piedmont zone is the meeting point of the hill and the plain. So if suppose this is a mountain and now here plain is starting, so this point, this area will be Piedmont zone. So such as Dwar, Kos and Terai region. So in this region where the slope is converting from mountain to a plain region, so that areas are such region where such type of soil where the size of soil particle are larger found. Apart from the size of their grains, the components soil are also described on the basis of their age. So the soil on the basis of age here discussed, according to their age, alluvial soil can be classified as old alluvial, that is Bangar, and new alluvial, that is Khadar soil. The Bangar soil has higher concentration of conker, that is calcareous deposit nodules, than the Khadar soil. Reason is that is older alluvium now means that were formed in the past and now that are not renewed, and whatever the older deposits are there of that sediments that are only remaining there, their fine particles are flown away, washed away by running water, and only the larger particles remains there, and that way that are seen in this concord nodules. It has more fine particle and is more fertile than the Bangar. If we see the difference of these it will be clear that Bhangar soil and Khadar soil. Bhangar is the old alluvium. In other words, Bhangar is older than Khadar. And Khadar is the new alluvium. In other words, you can say Khadar is younger in age, newly formed and old formed. Bhangar often contains conker nodule with calcium carbonate in subsoil. So downside in that area, this calcium carbonate is found, calcareous deposit is found. Khadar is finer, more sandy, and free from conker nodule, means very fine particle. No calcareous deposit is seen in this area. Bhangar is not renewed frequently, hence it is less fertile because most of the fertility of the soil may have been used by growing different crops and plants. Khadar is renewed frequently and is more fertile. Bhangar is found away from the river and higher than the ground level. Means usually in this area river is deep and overflow of water is hardly seen and flood does not come in this area. So that way the Bhangar soil is away from the river, means they are not frequently affected by the flood, and that way that are higher than ground level. Khadar is found near river channel in deltas and flood plains. So there is not very much difference between the level of river and the plains. So usually whenever the excess rain is there, the flow of water from the mountains increases during the rainy season. There is a condition of flood in these areas, and that way every year these areas soil renewed. Mostly these soil contain adequate proportion of potash, phosphoric acid and lime, which are ideal for the growth of sugarcane, paddy, wheat and other cereal and pulses crops. Due to its high fertility, regions of alluvial soil are intensively cultivated and densely populated. If you will see the India map, you will find the population of the states lying in the northern plain are higher than any other states of the country. So mostly if you see the map of India, you will find that northern plain region, the Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal are densely populated states. Now, black soil. These soils are black in color and are also known as Rager soil. So two names are given here, black soil and Rager soil. One more is one more name is given to this soil, black cotton soil. So three names you have to remember, students. Black soil is ideal for growing cotton and it is also known as cotton soil or black cotton soil. So it is believed that the climatic condition along with the parent rock material are the important factor for the formation of black soil. As mainly in our country if we see the black soil area, so that is found if we see the map of our country. Here black soil region if you will see, this region is the plateau region, Deccan Plateau region, and this is believed that this is formed mainly due to weathering of igneous rock which is part of Gondwana land and weathered and converted to black soil region, and that way we find this black soil area in this region. As here this black soil color you can recognize here. So this way students, blacks it is believed that climatic condition along with this parent rock material are the important factor for the formation of black soil. This type of soil is typical of Deccan Trap as we saw in the map. Deccan Trap is the region spread over the northwest Deccan Plateau and is made up of lava flows. Lava flows means, as I told you, that is made up of igneous rock. So it is believed, it is observed, so that way it is believed to be made up of lava flows or igneous rocks. They cover the plateaus of Maharashtra, Saurashtra. Saurashtra is the part of Gujarat only. Malwa, Madhya Pradesh. Malwa is the part of Madhya Pradesh only. It is a Malwa plateau region including Madhya Pradesh, some part of Rajasthan, some part of Uttar Pradesh. Mainly, this is in Madhya Pradesh. And Chhattisgarh extend in the southeast direction along the Godavari and Krishna valleys. The black soil are made up of extremely fine, that is clay material. As after weathering that soil is formed and that is very fine and clay material. They are well known for their capacity to hold moisture as this is a having fine particle of the soil size, so that way it is having good water holding capacity and moisture. So in addition they are rich in soil nutrients also, such as calcium carbonate, magnesium and potash and lime. So these soils are generally poor in phosphoric content. They develop deep cracks due to that chemicals, or you can say nutrients and different elements found with these are developing cracks, means after getting wet when that soil becomes dry, cracks are created during the hot weather, and which helps in the proper aeration of the soil so that air is able to reach deeper in the soil, and that is helpful for the growth of crops and plants. These soils are sticky when wet and difficult to work on unless tilled immediately after the first shower during the pre-monsoon period. As it is sticky in nature, so it is seen that as soon as first monsoon shower taking place, it is very urgent to till it, plow the region and do the agricultural work whatever required. Otherwise, with more and more rain, this soil will become sticky and slippery, and the work over region such soil region will be very difficult, and that way it is followed by the people in that region. So this is time to discuss homework, students. What type of soil is found in the river deltas of the eastern coast? Give three main features of this type of soil. So that is alluvial soil region. You sign the map in the coastal region of eastern coast. So that different feature. It is from your exercise only. This question is from your exercise. Some more question you can note down here. I am speaking, not written here, students. Suppose if you want, then I can write also. Students, let us write only. Otherwise, you will think question is not written. Let us see here. Next question. Differentiate between differentiate between Bangar, Bangar and Khadar soil. Next question. Why is black soil called as black cotton soil? So these three questions, students, you have to do in your copy from on the basis of today's discussion. So this was all about for today's topic, students. We'll meet in the next module with some more types of soil. Till then, bye all of you. Thank you. Have a nice day.